They always told us Belsnickel was just a story, a scare tactic, something parents made up to keep their kids in line before Christmas. But in our town, they whispered his name like a warning. And every winter, someone remembered why. If you love dark Christmas folklore and true-style horror like this, you're listening to Scare Time Story, and you're exactly where you belong. I grew up in a small Pennsylvania town tucked between thick forests and old farmland. The kind of place where traditions didn't fade, they hardened. Where German words still slipped into everyday conversation, and where Christmas wasn't just about lights and gifts, but obedience. My grandmother was Pennsylvania Dutch. She believed in rules, order, consequences, and above all, she believed in Belsnickel. Santa watches, she used to say, leaning close, her breath smelling of coffee and cloves. But Belsnickel comes. She described him as a tall figure wrapped in dirty furs, face hidden behind a cracked wooden mask. Not cheerful, not kind. He didn't ride with reindeer or laugh. He walked, alone, through snow and silence. He carried a sack not full of toys but switches, wooden rods, and inside his coat sometimes small gifts. Belsnickel would arrive before Christmas. He would knock, quiz children on their manners, their honesty, their sins. If you were good, you received a sweet. If you weren't, my grandmother never finished that part. She didn't have to. I stopped believing when I was 9. That was the year my cousin Eli came to stay with us for the holidays. Eli was difficult, loud, cruel. He laughed when he broke things and blamed others when he got caught. He mocked our traditions, called them creepy Amish nonsense. On December 18th, Grandma warned him. Belsnickel doesn't like liars, she said. Eli grinned. Tell him to bring it on. That night the wind howled through the trees like something alive. Snow tapped the windows. Around midnight we heard it. A knock, not loud, slow, deliberate, 3 taps. Stories like this are told every winter in whispers. If you don't want to miss the next one, subscribe to Scare Time Story. We tell the stories others are afraid to. My parents froze. Grandma stood. Her face had gone pale, not frightened. Reverent. He's early this year, she whispered. My father opened the door, and the cold rushed in. Standing on the porch was a man, or something shaped like one, wrapped head to toe in filthy animal furs. His boots were caked with snow and mud. A rough wooden mask covered his face, its carved mouth pulled into something between a smile and a snarl. In one hand, he held a sack. In the other, a wooden rod. He didn't speak at first. He just tilted his head and looked inside, at us. Then he spoke in a low, accented voice. Are there children here? My blood turned to ice. Grandma nodded. Yes. He stepped inside. The room smelled like wet fur and old wood. He crouched down so his mask was level with ours. He pointed at me. Have you been good? I nodded so hard my neck hurt. He reached into his sack and tossed a small candy onto the floor. Then his head turned, slowly, toward Eli. And you? Eli swallowed. Yes, he said, I've been good. The room went silent. Belsnickel leaned closer, close enough that we could hear his breathing behind the mask. He raised the rod and struck the floor once. Lie, he said. Eli screamed. Belsnickel grabbed him, not violently but firmly, and dragged him toward the door. My mother begged. My father shouted. Grandma said nothing. The door slammed. The snow swallowed them, and Belsnickel was gone. Eli was found the next morning at the edge of the forest. Alive, barefoot, covered in welts. He never laughed again, never stayed past December, never spoke about what happened in the woods. Now I'm grown, I have a child of my own, and every year on December 18th I hear knocking. Slow, deliberate, 3 taps, and I make sure my child knows the rules because Santa watches, but Belsnickel still comes. If this story sent chills down your spine, you're part of the Scare Time Story family now. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next story might be closer than you think.